Hey guys, John64 here. Welcome to a very, very special video. I'm just going to cut to the chase. This is going to be my last video of 2018. And this is going to be the end of year room tour. For a while now, I've been saying how I want to show you guys the game room and all this stuff. Show you guys my setup and whatnot. And now is finally that time. Just keep in mind though that my setup is not 100% complete. In fact, right here is pretty much the most complete that this room is. I'm going to be showing you guys my my bed, my desk, what my bookcases have, stuff like that, my main game setup and all that. Just keep in mind that I redid my room, and my desk is basically bare bones. I don't have the monitor for my other machine right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the game room and various different things in it of interest. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's begin. This is my desk, where I do most of my time sitting and where I edit my videos. Like I said, I don't have a monitor on my desk yet, but I actually have the HDMI cable ready to go. It's connected to my PC right now. Yeah. This is my Mac Mini. This is where I edit all my videos. This is pretty much my digest machine. This is where all of my media goes into and then gets distributed across various different drives and servers, etc., etc. And some bottles for aesthetic. Yeah, the only one that actually has drink in it is the Patron bottle. I'm not even a big fan of Patron. There's my webcam. You guys will be experiencing views from this camera when I start streaming again. Backup phone, just to get notifications on the lock screen and stuff because it's so slow. Behind my keyboard, which has my Windows tablet and my iPod, I keep some books, some stuff, just so that it's handy. So this is a journal, you know, it's just a spiral notebook. This is a hand guide or handbook for Final Cut Pro X or Pro 10, but it's actually X because they didn't make 10 versions. And this is a photography book, photography handbook. This is just a blank black book that I really like, that I'm probably going to write important stuff in. And then this is a drawing journal, but I use it for just really whatever. And yeah, this is where I sit, this is where I you know, do my editing and all that. This is my Zune. The Zune's not messed up, it's just a case. And yeah, I still rock a Zune. Zunes are dope. Over here, we've just got, you know, just other stuff that, yeah, my desk is kind of a little bit of a mess. Here we've got like stuff that I grab all the time. Like tools and whatnot. See, I just got some notifications right now. Oh my god, getting blown up. This is where I keep like some screwdrivers and brushes so that I can clean up and fix stuff if I need to. So yeah, that's my desk area. And yeah, don't mind the wired mouse. I rage quitted and broke my wireless mouse, but don't worry, I'm gonna have a nice wireless mouse soon. But yeah, this is what my desk area looks like. Oh, and that lamp has a black light in it. So yeah, that's pretty dope. I hope to get some like reactive stuff around my room so that I can show you guys on stream. But yeah, overall, this is my desk area. This is the POV of my room from my bed, if I was laying on it and looking around. There's me editing the video that you're watching. Crazy, right? How am I filming and editing the same video at the same time? That's my TV tray. I keep my remotes and my Xbox One controller on there, as well as some snacks handy. And anything else that I'm kind of just messing around with just hangs out there. Got the Wii U kiosk. My other bookcase is right in there, but the kiosk comes out so much that you can't really see it. Then we've got the main bookcase. And then way back there, We've got another bookcase which has my witchy stuff in it that I mentioned, or I'm going to mention depending on the placement of this clip. And then we've got my other bookcase that has all of my retro stuff in it. And then, well, we're at my bed. I'll show you guys my bed in a minute. Yeah, this is me in my bed, chilling with my literal 100 plushies. So, yeah. And this is my bed when I'm not laying in it. And you may not believe this, but yeah, I actually do sleep in bed with all these plushies. If you go and judge me, then you can get blocked. To be honest, I really don't care about what you think. I love plushes. They're adorable. They're soft. They make me feel better about myself because I'm lonely. Oh, so lonely. But nah, I plan on actually getting a net because up there on my ceiling, I've got a little, like, it's not really a map, but it's like a world map, like tarp thing. I'm gonna put a net there instead and put most of my plushies up there. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention, but this is my wall of posters. This isn't like the designated or anything. It's just the wall that has the most posters. So over there, a guy from Instagram gave me this awesome Super Mario Odyssey canvas. I've got a Halo 4 poster, Super Smash Brothers. This is like somebody's artwork. It's actually really nice. My friend Benny gave this to me. I've got the Super Smash Brothers Brawl North American Tournament poster from 2008. Another Halo poster. These two posters are the same. Those two posters are the same. Those two posters are the same. And these two posters are the same. So they're just like, you know, the reversed versions of those posters. I've got the ARMS poster from when I went to the tournament on July 8th at Nintendo NYC. This poster was exclusive to Nintendo NYC as well. It was from the Let's Go launch. And if you didn't watch that video, then cough cough, you should be watching it after this. This is an original 90s, I think this one's from 98, I believe, poster of all the original 150 Pokemon. Like, Mew is not on here. But yeah, that's an OG poster. That's another poster. It's pretty cool. It's like a dissection of a Atari game, pretty much. It's pretty dope, and that one just has like different game controllers on it and stuff. But yeah, that's the wall of posters. Not all my posters are pictured again, obviously. And coming down from here, bear with me as this area gets a little messy as I refine it over time. But this is where I keep stuff that I don't really use right now, / my retro console. So here we got my adorable Sony Trinitron CRT. This is one of 3 CRTs that I have. Over here we've got the Halo 3, I believe it's called the Legendary Edition, because, you know, there was a Legendary Edition of the game, but if I'm wrong, then it's definitely a limited edition. But this is a helmet that comes with like the super giant box version of Halo 3, and then this is the Halo 3 Xbox. More pictures of that on my Insta. This is a Halo 4 helmet. This is actually wearable. I got this from Hot Topic, but it's actually pretty decent build quality. And this is the original Halo edition, original Xbox. And then a giant Charmander plush, which I hope to give away on my Instagram when I reach 1.1K. And then, like, yeah, it's kind of messy around here because like I rearranged my room like a month ago, so I'm trying to, you know, finish finding a place for everything. But yeah, in here. You guys can't really see it, but I've got a bunch of hard drives in here with data that I've accumulated over the years that needs to be sifted through. I actually have a bunch of floppy disks here, actually. Some more books, just in case, for reference. My camera collection, which goes all the way back here into the abyss. Some Pops are back there, this Pokemon trainer hat. Some more consoles, 2 N64s, an NES back there, 2 GameCubes. And then, yeah, you guys can't really see once again, but I have a whole bunch of consoles on the whole bottom shelf. You guys will see that when I make episode 2 or 3 of the collection tour thing. Off to the side here, we've got some of my instruments. My acoustic bass guitar is the one that you guys can see. And then I've got my electric guitar and 2 electric basses. That's my witchy corner, but that's not really relevant to the channel. My ukulele, Breath of the Wild Master Sword replica, and then me, the trash bin. Here we've got the Wii U kiosk. my baby. I love this thing. This is where I go to when I want to play some Wii U games, most notably Splatoon 1. Because, you know, they still haven't ported it to the Switch or added all of its contents to Splatoon 2, sadly. But yeah, so I've got, you know, the vanilla Splatoon game here. I'm not going to take all this stuff out because, you know, this is all set up a certain way. And then I've got the Callie Marie variant of Splatoon 1 here, Octotune from Splatoon 2 here, and then, you know, a whole bunch of different Splatoon stuff. We've got the Splattershot Junior, I believe, or like Mini, whatever. This isn't an in-game weapon, which I find kind of funny. Callie Marie amiibos, World of Nintendo figures, and then these are from the Gashapon episode that I made. This is from a gacha machine. So here you guys go, an overall view of the kiosk in all of its glory. And I can't get that lighting to fix, but it's all good. So back over by the desk we are, and that is my Windows computer that I use when I need Windows stuff because I don't like using Boot Camp on my Mac. It tends to mess things up. And then back there is my guitar and bass combo amp. Over here we've got my router, my server, and my subwoofer. And then over here we've got the main setup, which is where I play modern consoles. This is my plasma TV, it's 44 inches. Right here at the very bottom we've got my Samsung surround sound system. I actually found this thing in the trash, the irony. And then sitting right on top of it is just a, you know, a standard digital antenna, because I don't have cable in my room and I don't really care for cable. So got my Xbox One over here, which I use as a media streaming device mostly, because I don't really play games on the Xbox that much unless they're Halo. So, and then like all these cables are just like chargers and stuff that are like hanging from every system. That's my battery bank. I charge it through my Xbox. Back there we've got my 5-port HDMI switch, and then over here we've got a 4-port AV switch for when I want to play retro systems. Yes, I know the best way to do that is on a CRT or a PC monitor, but right now my retro station is not fully set up, so leave me alone, you elitists. Up here we've got my Xbox 360 and PS3 Super Slim. Well, I guess I should have said Xbox 360 Slim, but really who cares, you know. And the PS3 was my old media streamer because all I play on it is GTA 5, and then my Xbox is for all my Halo games and stuff like that. So, yeah. Moving up, getting a little messy. Super Nintendo Classic Mini, whatever the proper name is, SNES Classic, whatever. Some more amiibos that are like fall over from my amiibo area. Another camcorder, ironically. And then my Switch and all of my broken Joy-Cons, and then my Pokeball Plus. And then, again, my TV. And then we've got right speaker, center speaker, left speaker. I guess I should show you over here is rear right, and then I don't have a rear left because the cord for it actually broke. But, yeah. That's that. Back over by the kiosk. Oof, getting a little messy here, but we've got my two main bookcases. This one is mostly for media. So, another CRT, a little tiny one. I think it's got like a 5-inch screen, maybe 7, I don't know. Tiny little thing. McDonald's boxes from the latest Super Mario and McDonald's crossover, collab, whatever, when, you know, they were selling Super Mario toys at McDonald's. Some camera gear like lenses, filters, whatever. Cassette tapes, and then some magazines. Back here I've got comics, and then a bunch of like Game Informers and whatnot. Everything else that's right there is not really relevant. Here we've got some manga and books. So from here to here is my manga. I've got a couple of like little like thin books, not really relevant. All of these are like, you know, Zelda, Rosario, Vampire, Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, whatever. And then we've got just a couple of books. I've got others elsewhere, but these are the only like, I guess, like pop culture, gaming related books. And then these are the last couple of my DVDs. Up here, well then, yeah, I forgot, sorry, hold on. I've got some more, you know, books and manga, whatever. Up here, we've got more DVDs. My VHS tapes. And then this this shelf was where all my CDs were, but just hopping over real quick, I actually failed to mention that in this thing is where I keep most of my CDs. So yeah, because it has a built-in CD rack, I think that's pretty dope. And for a while I took them out because I kept like hitting them and breaking them, but whatever. We've got another VHS here. We've got some Splatoon mangas, little thin ones, and then like a couple posters and like 2 little tiny books. DS cases that I actually use. The Super Mario cereal amiibo, because I have so many of those things. Like I have so much Super Mario cereal. In fact, in the kiosk, let me show you guys real quick what we actually have in here. We've got 3 Super Mario cereal boxes. So yeah. And then I've got another one on top of my main bookcase, which I'll show you guys in a sec. But yeah, up here we've got like a little Pokemon area going on here. This was unintentional, but it just happened one day and I was like, okay, well, you know, it's gonna have to stick. We've got the giant you know, Detective Pikachu amiibo. We've got 2 Pokemon Sea-Watches, this classic keychain from like the 90s. So yeah, most of these toys are actually pretty old. So, oh wow, you know what, I'm actually just realizing that most of those toys on that shelf are like from the 90s and stuff, so that's pretty cool. And then this is one of my favorite areas, my amiibo area. This is where I keep all of my amiibos, or at least most of them, like I said. And then we have an amiibo poster there, so I think that looks pretty chill up there with all my amiibos. That Rosalina and Luma amiibo was given to me by Key of Time. Cool dude. Pearl and Marina amiibos by Benny. Another cool dude. So yeah. Now let's move on to the other bookcase. Here we are at the main bookcase. This is where I keep almost all of my games right now. And accessories and stuff like that. Handheld systems, board games, toys, you name it, it's in here. So starting from the top, we've got 2 Nintendo Switch boxes. I have other Nintendo Switch boxes, but like they're not in this house right now, so they're not up here. I've got the Smash Bros. 1 and 2 Pokemon ones. So we've got the Wii U Deluxe, another Super Mario cereal box, another one of those, the McDonald's box, Super Mario Pez gift set, which is pretty dope. This is I got this from Loot Crate, Squid Kids Inc., whatever. That's a cool guy. The box to my first Nintendo 3DS, like the OG one, because I have a couple. Box to my Super Nintendo Classic, and this is actually a ceramic mug from the Pokemon Center. It's a Fennekin mug that I got on my 19th birthday. Alright, coming down here, we've got the DS, Game Boy, we've got the Nintendo handheld section pretty much. But actually, before we start that, I'm gonna just move over to the side real quick. Smash Bros. Ultimate hat, Splatoon goggles, and then I've got some art, not my art. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. And then we've got a Kirby sticker, and then a C&D flyer from when we did that meetup at Super Chief Gallery. So popping back in here, in the back, we've got all of my boxed games, or at least most of them, because I have some other boxes lying around in the closet, but all the important ones pretty much. We've got my original Play It Loud Game Boy, Pokemon Center New York Gold, Pikachu, Game Boy Advance. Photos of all this stuff is on my Instagram if you guys want to check that out. And then up here, we've got like, you know, Pokemon toys. Like we got the Z-Rings and Pokeballs, 2 Pokedexes, Gen 4, Gen 3. My Game Boy games, like the loose ones. We've got like my loose 3DS and DS games. We've got the Ho-Oh and Lugia figures that came with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And then the stylus holder sealed that came with Diamond and Pearl's pre-order. We've got some Pokemon toys, Pokewalkers, Primo Groudon and Primo Kyogre that came with the double pack of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I got them at Nintendo NYC. And then we've got the rest of my handhelds up here. We've got a Japanese black 3DS. No, this is not the same one that goes to that box. That one's been sold a long time ago. Unfortunately, I kind of regret it just because it was my OG. Otherwise, I'm not disappointed. Silver and Coral Pink Game Boy Advance SPs. We've got the Glacier Game Boy Advance. It's like, you know, translucent. Blue Original DS. Couple of DS Lights. I have another one that's actually in. It's actually in here, but whatever. A bunch of DSIs. We've got 2 white ones. The Pokemon Black Edition DSi. We've got the Super Mario 25th Anniversary DSi XL. We've got the Pokemon XY 3DS XL, and then the Super Mario Bros. 2 bundled 2DS. Okay, moving down the shelf, we've got my console games pretty much for Nintendo systems, so NES games, N64, etc. I actually don't have a single Super Nintendo game anymore, which is kind of sad, to be honest. But you know, whatever. I'll get some Super Nintendo games at some point. So here we've got the only NES games that I have: Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, Gyromite, Hogan's Alley, and Monopoly. Some GameCube games. You know, my physical Switch collection right there with Splatoon 2 Starter Edition, Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Day 1 Edition. Back there I've got some boxed N64 games. Well, not boxed like original boxes, but like, you know, repro boxes. Pokemon Snap, I believe, is in there. I know Mario Kart 64 is in there. Lego Racers is in there because that's just one of my favorite games. And I believe Ocarina of Time. No, Ocarina of Time is not in there. I know it's back here, but whatever. We've got one of those GameCube. It's a disc holder. My bad, guys. It's a disc holder. That little pouch up there. We've got my N64 games there. And then, as you can see, Wii games are in the back, followed by Wii U. We got Amiibo Festival right in front of it, and then this little stack of discs right here is like loose games, and then like the yellow ones are loose games. That red one that you can see is a Netflix disc. Remember when we used to have to use a disc to stream Netflix? I do. And then Link's Crossbow Training, and then 2 copies of Wii Sports Resort. No, Wii Sports, excuse me, that was the pack-in title. And then, you know, got a bunch of little guys over here. My tiny but going to grow Rosalina Shrine. And then, yeah. Then, yo, look at that Goomba. He's actually from 1980 something. Like, the copyright date on it actually says 1980. Like, I think 9 to be honest. So, yeah. This shelf is my Xbox collection. My Xbox collection is actually pretty small, as you can see. Mostly Halo stuff. So yeah, starting from that side, we've got a bunch of loose games that don't have proper cases, and then my Xbox One games, followed by Halo 3 Legendary Edition for Xbox 360. Back there, we've got original Xbox games. The special edition steelbook to Halo 2 is actually back there. Minecraft Pig controller that my mom got me. Halo 4 controller that I've had for a couple years now. Rachel and I was about to say Rachel and Amber. Wow, I'm dumb. Rachel and Chloe, excuse me, from Life is Strange Before the Storm. I wish they had a Max version, like Max and Chloe. That would have been nice. Minecart, which actually is supposed to be leaning against the game, but you know, whatever. Oh, the longest GameStop receipt I've ever owned. I'll show you guys that on a story on Instagram. Halo 5 Hot Wheels Warthog, and then Pixel Pals of Master Chief, Pixel Pal, and Pop Figure. And then just, you know, more Xbox games. Yeah, I have a lot of Halos and a lot of duplicates, okay? I love Halo, right? Leave me be. So yeah, that's the Xbox shelf. Down to my least favorite shelf, the PlayStation shelf, is where I keep, you know, PlayStation stuff. So we've got PSP games, PS Vita games, PS3 games, PSPs, PS Vita, PS2 games, if you can see back there. And then actually, that's all a mess, and I can't really get in there right now. But actually, I'll try to get in there right now anyway. Actually, but behind the Vita games, we've got, oh, my light just fell. But back there we've got all my PS1 discs, PSP games, PS1 and 2 memory cards, PSP batteries, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's nothing really too notable here. I'm actually getting rid of almost all of these because I'm not a PlayStation fan. But yeah, this is my current PlayStation collection, soon to be gone. Yeah. Next shelf down is kind of yeah, I have no idea what the shelf is gonna be. You know, I want a place for all of my toys and figures, and there's actually a lot more in here than it looks. Like, I mean, there's a lot. It was so hard to get these to not fall out. But back there we've got some PC games, followed by boxed Genesis games. In front we've got loose Genesis games, including Sonic 1 and 2 not for resale variants, Toe Jam and Earl, Urban Strike, some notable titles. Over here, the only Atari games that I have, a copy of Asteroids, Pac-Man, and 2 copies of Space Invaders. And then here, we've got PC titles. So I've got Command & Conquer Red Alert, Battleship, I actually have an official Pokemon PC game, some Rayman games, Sonic R, The Sims, Unreal 2. So yeah, those are games I'm actually also gonna get rid of too. I'm not into PC, Genesis, Atari. I'm not into that kind of stuff. So yeah. And then we've got the only 2 board games that I actually own: Pokemon Sorry, which is missing 1 piece, and Pokemon Champion Island, which I don't think I ever got to see the inside of because it was resealed. But I'm pretty sure everything's in there. It's pretty heavy, and even if it's not, no, I'm never gonna play this. It's one of those board games that you have to follow the DVD-based instructions. And then those 2 little guys are World of Nintendo figures that I actually plan on opening in a future video, where I just have a bunch of World of Nintendo figures to open and show you guys. So yeah, this is the miscellaneous shelf that will eventually be updated into something else, maybe when all of this stuff moves out, who knows. And then the final shelf, last but definitely not least, is actually miscellaneous too, kind of. This is where I keep game guides and stuff. And then, yeah, 3 copies of Disney Infinity 3.0 for Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii U. We've got the Vans X Nintendo, like, NES shoes box, but I actually never owned the shoes. In fact, this box was given to me by somebody else who owned them. And they were just gonna trash the box, so they gave it to me, and that has a bunch of Pokemon stuff in it, like, actually, I'm gonna have to show you guys that in a second. I forgot exactly what's in there. I know a couple of things offhand, like my Japanese Pokemon cards are in there and whatnot. But yeah, as you can see, these are my my game guides and stuff. Up here is like some flyers and more promotional material that's gaming related that I want to hang around the room. These 2 things, the one on the left is the Pokemon Sun and Moon special collector's box, collector's edition box, whatever. I actually got this from a friend. It's sealed. I know what's in it because I saw a video on it, but I'm gonna leave it sealed just in case, because who knows, maybe I'll sell it one day. Probably not, because I love Pokemon. So, and then on the right, this thing is my Pokemon cards binder that I actually got at a thrift store for like $1. So that's pretty cool. And then those little thinny boys back there are actually book covers from the 90s. I have 3 of them, and I may open one day. That's why I have 3. Because normally I try to get 2 of something so that I can open one thing and then keep the other one sealed. But I have 3 because if I ever open one, I'm not going to write in the book that I put it on. So yeah, and then the other 2 are just like, one's a full backup, and then the other one is, I guess, a backup for the backup. Whatever, leave me alone, okay? I know it doesn't make sense. And then here, just on the floor, I guess, there was this Pokemon bag right in front of my bookcase, which is full of toys, actually, that I need to put around the room, but I moved that so that I can sit on the floor and show you guys this. But That's my Game Boy Advance SP bag, and then behind it is just a normal Game Boy Advance bag. I collect these bags a little bit. I don't seek them out, but if I find them, I do buy them. And over here, the Nintendo New York bag, the red bag on the left, is the goodies bag from Pokemon Let's Go, the Pokemon Let's Go launch, which if you didn't see the video for that, you should definitely go check it out. And then on the right, the orangey bag is the goodies bag that I got when I went to Anime NYC. Not much in there, that's why I didn't make a video about it. I only got one thing. And then that is a Tony Hawk Ride like skateboard controller for Wii, and apparently that one's the special edition one. That is my original one. So like that's the first thing that happened to me. Like I actually remember unboxing that. So yeah, here you guys go. An overall look at both bookcases. I think they look pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. So here we've got that box I was talking about. Like I said, this just has Pokemon stuff in it. We've got my Japanese Pokemon cards. That's some kind of mat. I don't know what this is. If anybody has info on that, let me know. If you need me to post pictures of it, I'll post them on my Instagram for anybody to look at. But this is this giant mat. It's like a disc kind of thing. We've got a GameStop puzzle, a Pokemon puzzle that I got from GameStop. My bad. It was on clearance, so we've got my favorite Pokemon cards in here, but there's still, once again, nothing too crazy. And then I've got other stuff in here that honestly I just don't really feel like pulling out. It's nothing too crazy, but if you guys really want, like I said, I'll post a picture of it on Twitter or on Instagram. Just let me know in the comments, you guys. Alright, well there you guys have it. That was a quick look at pretty much my whole living space right now. I do plan on moving out, so that's why everything is kind of hectic. But this is, and that's also why this is my main backdrop right now. This is the only complete area of the room. But yeah, if you guys want to see updates on my room and stuff in my collection, check out my Instagram, my Twitter. And if there's anything specific that you guys want to see, comment down below or send me a tweet or something like that. Well, until next time guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.